So it's been about 4 days since I've been trying to edit this video, but yeah, my laptop just continues to give up on me. First, it decided that Bluetooth doesn't exist anymore because the drivers are out of date. So I updated all of the possible drivers. I also updated BIOS and Windows itself, and after updating it, my Premiere broke. And it's not Premiere being broken, it's literally that, like, look. Okay, so audio plays, and all of the preview stuff works here, but it just does not show video on like the preview for the clip or in the proper editing space. But when I, let's say, try to capture this and then save it, and guess what? It saves properly and it can open the file. So I guess I'm just gonna have to learn how to use DaVinci. So this video's editing is gonna be really terrible because I really do not know how to use DaVinci, and I am not about to learn all of the new editing techniques just to use DaVinci. Like, I really can't. What laptop, why you do this to me? Alienware, Dell, why you do this to me? Gosh, this is gonna be so hard to edit because of the lighting change. Disclaimer, please watch this video to be a fully informed consumer who's in the market for a laptop right now, because there's a huge factor that Linus did not cover in his laptop buying guide that was published 2 days ago at the time of recording. That is August 16th of 2021. I don't mean to criticize or send hate to Linus or anyone at Linus Media Group, but rather I'm here to inform on an extremely important issue that many tech channels have not. Please share this video to your friends and also to these channels, because I want to share my personal experience as a Dell and Alienware customer who would never ever buy anything from Dell ever again, and also why I think you shouldn't either. Hi friends! Thank you for clicking onto my video despite the very controversial title. I am Sayani. I am a full-time architecture student, a part-time fake gamer, and also a huge tech enthusiast. I watch a lot of tech content on a daily, and I watch about at least 50% of all of the Linus Media Group videos that they put out every week. So I guess you can say that I'm a pretty big fan. Oh, fun fact, I also grew up in BC in the Metro Vancouver area, and I actually worked at one of the Best Buy locations that they filmed their Scrapyard Awards at a few years ago. Now, personally, I really love the type of fun, entertaining, and educational content that Linus publishes with his team. I've gained an abundance of knowledge from them. However, I really cannot stand by LMG's recommendations to buy Dell and Alienware products, like I mentioned in the disclaimer. I take a huge issue with this because even Linus himself mentioned from the Secret Shopper series that they conducted in the past 2 years that Dell, frankly, as a company, is just pretty bad. So when they recommended the Dell XPS 15, the Alienware M15, and also the Dell G15 Ryzen as some good laptop options, I was very upset and I felt very compelled to share my story. So, why am I here? Well, let me tell you. It's been about 2.5 years. 2.5 very long years with my Alienware M17 laptop that has RTX 2070 Max-Q GPU, Intel i7 8750H CPU, an 4K IPS panel, 16 gigs of RAM, and a massive 1.5 terabytes of storage to finish it off. Like, those numbers sound hella sexy, right? And turning this bad boy on should also turn you on. It can complete 4K architectural renderings in less than 10 minutes with its ray tracing GPU. And it can run any AAA title games with no compromise, except that I traded a for a 60 Hz display because of the 4K IPS panel, but yet there is a huge dark side that Dell does not tell you about until you buy their products. So in early 2019, I bought my Alienware M17 for about $3,800 Canadian, which can also get me 600 cups of my favorite boba. You know how many bowls I can stock on for that ridiculous amount of boba? I bet that I would be actually begging for you to not buy me boba rather than currently constantly craving for one. And you know what $3,600 can also get you? A reliable, with huge emphasis on reliable, used 2009 Mercedes. Now, hey, I was paying for a supposedly premium laptop, right? Or so I thought. After a minor water spillage I made on a major project deadline day, my M17's reaction to me was, you know what? Fuck you for leaving me hanging and making me wet. Now you don't get to pass the course. Now, I know, I fucked up in the water spillage part, but still, it felt terrible now that my laptop was a $3,600 paperweight, essentially. And to add to the stress, the project was due in about 8 hours. So, rip files and rip deadline. And as any reasonable customer would do, I called Dell's customer support and Dell, with their such amazing customer service and tech support, told me that they will love to help me at a cost of $1,200 Canadian for the service fee and also for 2 years of premium tech support. And guess what? They still require me to send my laptop away for 1 whole month while it was being serviced. And so I did the only logical thing that anyone in my situation would do. I became the hermit of the computer lab. I mean, the computer lab was rent-free, but I really wouldn't recommend it. One thing Dell did assure me with their premium tech support is that it takes me 30 minutes on the phone with lovely elevator music before I can even reach an agent in India. And this agent takes longer to solve the bizarre issues my laptop was going through than my friends studying in comp sci. Now, let's do the math. It was $3,600 for the laptop, $1,200 for the service fees, for a grand total of $4,800 as the lifetime cost of the laptop. That's almost as much as one semester's tuition for me. And with $4,800, I can carry out my own extreme gaming upgrade or something like that. You know, like those Intel $5,000 extreme tech upgrades on Linus Tech Tips. And after only 2.5 years as we're sitting here today, I can assure you that my M17 will randomly crash in the middle of a group call with my classmates and professor on the line with no hesitation at all. Browsing Google Maps in 3D, chatting with friends on Messenger, or running a file transfer. I swear that if I got a GameStop stock every time my laptop B-stalled on me, I will be able to afford at least 10 new RTX 3090s by now. Oh, and by the way, this is less than half of the messed up experience I have with Dell and Alienware. So now let that sink in for just one moment. So what's the moral of the story? Well, in my honest, frank, and 100% no bullshit feedback to all tech review channels, I personally really believe that it's absolutely necessary to inform the audience about the customer service and tech support every brand offers for the products if said product were to have any hardware or software issues. The reviews themselves should not just be on the product alone and the performance of the products. And just like Louis Rosman was able to push the Biden administration to issue the bill for rights to repair, I too would want my voice heard, my story heard to all tech review channels, because this is something that is hardly ever talked about. So I really appreciate you listening to my story, and thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Gosh, this is so different than the types of videos I made before. Not my usual type of content. I mean, I hope that the story was fun and entertaining. If you enjoyed it, please let me know. Also, let me know in the comments if you also have ever had any similar experiences like my own with any other brands. And we can share our similar experiences to educate everyone on what brands did well and also what brands just really didn't do well, you know? Alright, thank you for being here, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye for now.